on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quick Star. Also brought to you by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by your Iowa John Deere dealers. John Deere loves to see the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if anyone can appreciate building a legacy, it's Deere. Hyatt Regency, caring for people so they can be their best. Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field. Oak Knoll Retirement Community, the Iowa City Area Sports Commission. And by Wellmark. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Now live, this is Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quick Star.
From the University of Wisconsin Fieldhouse in Madison, Wisconsin, it's time for Hawkeye Volleyball. The final road match of the season is another difficult one, with the 14-15 Iowa Hawkeyes taking on the other incredibly good red team in the Big Ten, the 21-4, number 10 ranked in the country, Wisconsin Badgers. I'm John Evans up in the old Crow's Nest here in the UW Fieldhouse. On Thursday in Lincoln, after a tough first set of adjusting to the environment, Iowa held their own against the best team in college volleyball. Iowa was tied at 20 in the second set and trading point for point until midway through the third set. But in the end, the depth, the power, the consistency of Nebraska gave them the sweep. Everyone had some highs and lows throughout the match as Iowa once again showed a grit and toughness that served them well throughout the season. Wisconsin has played very well since getting setter Charlie Furbringer back from injury. Winners of 6 straight with 4 straight sweeps, they are peaking at the right time. Furbringer is an outstanding all-around player, but she distributes the ball all the way around also for her offense. That distribution starts with Mimi Collier, one of the best pins in the Big Ten, averaging over 5 kills per set. As a team, Wisconsin hits .308. Defensively, Carter Booth is one of the best blockers in the Big Ten, and Kristen Simon is a solid libero. This is a rematch from the second match of the Big Ten season when the Badgers easily swept the Hawks in Coralville. Wisconsin hit .381 as a team in that match. Mimi Collier had 17 kills. Sharday Van Zandt had 8. Carmel Varez had 7 to lead the Hawks. Live from Madison, it's the Badgers and the Hawkeyes from UW Fieldhouse on a Sunday afternoon. We're finishing up with the starting lineups here in Madison. I think we're going to have a little maybe alteration on senior day here in Wisconsin. Iowa starting lineup will be back to the familiar lineup. Claire Amaral, Sharday Van Zandt. Welcome back Hannah Whittingstall into the lineup. Carmel Varez, Greta Schleister, and Sashka Stojanovic are wearing black for the Hawkeyes today. Mo Moisio, the libero, in white, along with Emily Lavin, also in white. Let's see if we get all of Wisconsin's starters here when they come out. Again, Charlie Furbringer's back. She's the setter. Outstanding. Done a nice job. Got Kristen Simon is the libero. Carter Booth. Grace Egan is back. She did not play the first time these two teams met. Of course, Mimi Collier. Call her name a lot today. Alicia Andrew. And Yuna Viagic is the other starter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 7 for the Badgers. The Badgers in red. Kristen Simon, the libero, in white. We went from the modern newness of the bob on Thursday to the old uniqueness here of UW Fieldhouse. It is a great environment here as well, just different. And Viagic will serve to get us started here in Madison. Moisio, perfect pass to Amaral. Varez from the right. Good save by Egan tipped over by Collier. Amaral's there. Stojanovic steps in, gives it right back to Varez. Big swing, block. Hawks get it up in the air, pushed over by Marquardt. Furbringer. Dug by Marquardt on the swing. Outside to Van Zant. She has to tip with her left hand. Boy, and that ball was well behind. Actually, it was well behind Andrew, and Van Zant gets the block. And I had a hard time telling. Thought it looked like maybe Van Zant brought it down on the Hawkeye side, but actually she pushed it across. So Hawkeyes get the first point on the block from Sharday Van Zant. Stojanovic to serve, pops it across, good ball. Viagic, bad pass. Platform to cross, Collier, big swing. Ooh. Looked over the inline. Coach Barnes will challenge, it looks like. Boy, he will not. I'm with him. I thought that ball was out. Does not challenge, though. So Gracie, Natalie Wardlow now back to serve, tied at 1. Wardlow pops it across. Bad pass. Amaral gets it in the air. Varez from the right rolls it. Dug up by Furbringer. Platform to the outside. Big swing from Collier. That one sails well along. They call a touch. Boy, Collier with 2 kills. And both of them a little unusual. 2-1 Wisconsin. Wardlow pops another one over. Much better pass from Schleister this time. Right side behind Varez. She slaps it over. Good dig from Wardlow. Collier rips, dug up. Moisio, good ball to Van Zant. Tips it over. Oh, good save from Schleister, and Moisio will just send it across. Outside, Collier off the tape, but finds the floor. 3 early kills for Collier, 3-1. Not her best swing there, but finds the floor. Hawks need a pass. Wardlow now comes forward, pops it across the end line. 3-2 on the service error. That'll bring in Jamie Marquardt. She'll come in for Carmel Varez. And Kristen Simon will come back in for Wisconsin to be libero. Simon, Viagic, and Egan to return serve from Jamie Marquardt. Marquardt pops it right to Viagic. Gets off the tape. Collier fires it sharply off of Schleister. And Collier averages 5 kills a set. Well on her way. Furbringer now back to serve for the Badgers, 4-2. Charlie sends a floater over. Whittingstall takes a good ball. Pushed outside to Van Zant. Big swing right down the line and misses. It's a tough day for Sharday and Lincoln. Really, the Hawks need her to be more on point. Furbringer again sends another floater over. Marquardt, great ball. Slide to Whittingstall. She's covered, popped up in the air, and just knocked over. Simon takes it. Booth out of the middle, blocked, but out of bounds. 6-2 Badgers. Badger defense ruling the day right now, turning it right into offense. Key for Iowa is going to be to get Charlie out of the logo in the middle of the floor. Another floater over, diving play from Schleister. Amaral outside, Van Zant, big swing, dug by Viagic, chased down by Simon and knocked over by Furbringer. Moisio, Amaral, Whittingstall, dug by Furbringer. Mimi Collier with the rip. Moisio with the dig, chased down by Schleister. Amaral pushes it over. Egan's blocked. The Hawks, what a rally there to get the point. Whittingstall and Van Zant set up a block and return it to Egan. 6-3 Badgers. Van Zant now to serve for Iowa. Good sharp cross, Viagic, perfect pass. Booth out of the middle, blocked again. Whittingstall, Amaral, 6-4. Iowa with 3 blocks here in the early going. Welcome back, Hannah Whittingstall. Van Zandt to fire. Good sharp cross. Viagic tight ball outside. Egan sends it over the end line. Touch called again. Boy, Iowa not catching a break on these little tiny touches. 7-4, Collier to serve. Pops it sharply down the line. Marquardt, perfect pass. Back row, Van Zandt. Furbringer, great hustle. Knocked over by Simon. Marquardt takes it. Amaral, short ball to Whittingstall. Dug easy by Furbringer. Simon, a good ball out to Egan. Moisio couldn't punch it up in the air for Amaral. 8-4 on Egan's first kill. Second kill, sorry about that. 8-4. Collier hops forward and fires it over the end line. 8-5, couple of service errors. Iowa doesn't have a kill yet, but they have 3 blocks and 2 Wisconsin service errors. It's 8-5. Whittingstall back, she'll serve. Put Sashka Stojanovic in the front row. Good deep ball there, but a perfect pass from Simon. Outside, Viagic dug back to the Wisconsin side. Egan off the block. Van Zandt puts it in the net. And Amaral couldn't keep it on the Hawkeye side. 9-5. Egan with another kill. Well, that's a ball Iowa's got to get in the air if you want to compete here today. Simon now to serve. Good ball from Marquardt. Back row, Van Zandt. Back to the Hawkeye side. Moisio diving play. Amaral outside to Warden. Through the block and scores. Iowa finally with their first kill. Taking some really good swings. Just not getting anything to fall. Wisconsin defense has been on point. 9-6. Claire Amaral will serve. Allie Barrett in. Carmel Varez in. Claire pops it to the corner. Simon, good ball. Back row, Collier. Mo was in the right spot, just couldn't come up with it. 10-6, Collier's 5th. Grace Egan now to serve. Egan pops it across. Barrett, perfect pass. Middle attack, Stojanovic scores. Sashka makes it 10-7. Charday Van Zandt re-enters. Alyssa Warden heads back to the service line. Knocks it right down the line. Bad pass out of Egan. Right side Viagic. Boy, and she was a menace when Iowa played in Coralville. More of a menace from the back row. Looking back on that match. Viagic, 7 kills, but she had 14 digs. She's back to serve now, 11-7 Wisconsin. She goes sharp cross, tough pass, Varez. Good cut, but Viagic is there. Boy, Stojanovic thought she got hands on it. It was Charlie's front row anyway, so it doesn't matter. 12-7. Boy, Iowa's going to have to find some answer for Collier just to slow her down a little. Viagic floats it over. Stojanovic, good ball. Outside, Van Zandt scores. 12-8, Iowa hanging around. Going to need a run here to close this gap. Sashka pops it over. Egan, good ball. Slide off Van Zandt's hand. Give the kill to Andrew. 13-8. Wardlow comes back in to serve. Their serving sub is a middle for a middle. Wardlow puts it on the floor and comes forward. Floats it over. Diving play from Schleister. Van Zant, big swing, no touch called. We did get the touch called. Neither line judge called it, but they called it at the net, 13-9. Marquardt back in. Van Zant with a couple now. Marquardt pops a floater at Viagic. Perfect pass. Booth. Van Zant got good hands on it, slowed it down too much actually, and it fell just in front of Mo Moisio. She dove to get hands up to it, but couldn't get there. 14-9. Furbringer now back to serve. Charlie pops a floater over at Whittingstall. Good pass. Whittingstall on the slide. Scores. You don't see that very often. A middle makes the pass, and a middle goes and finishes the kill. 14-10. Van Zant to serve. Chardet pops a strong serve. Viagic bad pass. Simon takes it, puts it out to the left to Egan. She rolls it over. Diving play from Van Zant. Emerald. Warden. Sharp cross, scores. Great swing from Alyssa there. Got trapped a little bit, but she was able to cut it inside. Go 4 to 4.5, we'll call it. 14-11. Van Zant powers it over. Viagic uses hands. Right side, Collier finds the corner. 15-11 on the Collier kill, and that should send us to the media timeout. Badgers on top here in the first. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to UW Fieldhouse here on the campus of the University of Wisconsin. I'm John Evans. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Mimi Collier had 17 kills the first time Iowa played the Badgers, hit .343. She has 7 kills in 10 swings in 15 Badger points here in the early going as she's trying to make the most of her senior day appearance here in Madison. It's just been 1 year, the transfer from Oregon, but she has been one of the nation's best here. 15-11 here in the first. Collier to serve. Right down the line. Good pass out of Marquardt. Whittingstall actually takes it. Warden off the block, but it goes out of bounds as Booth couldn't quite seal up the block. 15-12. Third kill for Alyssa. And Whittingstall now heads back to the service line and puts Sashka back into the front row. Sends a floater over. Simon rushes forward to get it. Collier out of the back row, dug by Amaral. Warden pushes it. Van Zant from her knees knocks it over. Simon, look out. Booth through the block and scores. You cannot send a free ball over to Wisconsin, or they will punish you in a million different ways. 16-12. Simon to serve. Marquardt, perfect pass. Outside Warden. Dug up by Collier. Furbringer platforms it across. Viagic rolls. Diving play from Moisio. Amaral slams it to the floor. 16-13. Claire's first attack. It was come from a good spot. Actually, I guess they have it for second attack. Either way, comes at a good time and a good spot. She gets the kill. She'll go back to serve. That brings Allie Barrett back into the back row and Carmel Varez into the front. Amaral floats it over, taken by Collier, and that ball misses wide. And Iowa called in the net, though. Boy, Iowa cannot catch a break right now. They get the stop, and it's been a soft touch or an in the net, 17-13. Egan now to serve. Powerful serve over the inline, 17-14. Barrett leaves, Van Zant re-enters. Could use one of those Alyssa Warden service runs that we've seen from time to time this year. Pops it in front of Simon, good play. Furbringer pushes it outside, Viagic fired it right over Mo's shoulder. 18-14. And Viagic back to serve. Schleister, good ball. Varez off the block, dug by Viagic. Slide to Andrew over the end line. Finally, no touch called. 18-15. Badgers have 17 kills in their 18 points right now. Hitting .448. Stojanovic, good pass from Egan, outside. Collier, dug, but unfortunately couldn't quite control it as John Leo with good hands over the scorer's table. Claire Amaral couldn't quite get there. 19-18, Collier with 8. And that'll bring Wardlow back in. She'll serve, new spot this time, right in front of the Wisconsin bench. She's over in the 5 spot. Comes forward and pops across court serve. Hawks collide, Whittingstall. Van Zant rolls it over, Viagic, perfect pass. Booth on the slide, blocked. Outside, Collier tips it over. And the Hawks are in the net again. 20-15, Coach Barnes will use his first timeout, I believe. Yes, he is. Timeout number 1. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
We love it when the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if there's anyone who can appreciate building a legacy, it's John Deere. We've been growing our team since 1837, recruiting the best thinkers, doers, and makers to craft innovations that outpace the competition. Because whether it's cultivating the earth with a tractor or reshaping it with a 40-ton excavator, the machines we build are building America. Nothing runs like a Deere.
John Evans back here in Madison. The Badgers lead the first set 20-15. Wisconsin, 19 kills of their 20 points. Their only other point was a Sharday Van Zant hitting error where she went right down the line and just missed. Wisconsin hitting .469. Iowa hitting a respectable .280. 8 kills on 15 swings, just 1 Hawkeye error. Iowa has 3 blocks. Wisconsin has 3 hitting errors. But boy, Wisconsin just in a mode of you can't stop our offense, and unfortunately they're right more often than not at this point. Wardlow to serve, 20-15. Van Zant, perfect pass to Amaral, all the way across to Varez. She tries to push it off the block. Furbringer, great dig. Collier, dug, finally, outside to Van Zant, and she sails it out of bounds, no touch. Boy, that's a tough one there. You finally dig Collier. Get a swing mostly in system, but miss, 21-15. 3 straight for the Badgers. Wardlow knocks it at Schleister. Tight ball overpass. Boy, Iowa's been really good there, but not a good time for an overpass. 22-15. 4 straight for the Badgers. And Iowa in trouble here in set 1. Timeout, Coach Barnes and the Hawkeyes. 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
John Evans back here in Madison. Badgers on a run, 22-15, and this is kind of how it played out in Iowa City. Every set score was 16-14, 16 in Coralville, and generally it was because Wisconsin had a big run somewhere in the set. This time there was a couple of small ones early to give them the lead, and now this run here at the end has pushed the lead to 7. Wardlow to serve. Comes forward and fires a good sharp serve out of bounds. Neither team with an ace. The Badgers now with 4 service errors. Did get the 1 overpass on the last one that led to an easy Booth kill. Iowa has not served Wisconsin into really any distress at all. Marquardt knocks the serve over. Viagic, perfect pass. Collier. Boy, you're not doing anything with that. I've got headphones on, and I am a long ways away from the court, and that has just a different sound when she connects to that. That ball is a little inside, so she hits it across the Whittingstall block. 23-16. Addie Horner will come in for Charlie Furbringer here with 2 points left in the set for Wisconsin. She set when Furbringer was out. Strong serve there, Moisio. Whittingstall punches it over the end line. No touch called. And Coach Barnes will ask the down ref. And he will challenge. Whittingstall tried to push it off the block. Iowa seemed to think so and immediately kind of reacted, but then everybody seemed to hesitate. So I don't have tons and tons of confidence in this. We'll see what we get on the official review here. Mimi Collier, 10 first set kills. I was talking to the student radio from Wisconsin. I believe that'll set a Wisconsin record for double-digit kills either consecutively or on a season. See if I can find it in their game notes. As Collier has 10 of the 21 Wisconsin kills on 15 swings. So really haven't even, I guess there's been no need to spread it out, so no real reason why you would. 4 seniors here on Badger Day on Senior Day for the Badgers. Carter Booth, Mimi Collier, Alicia Andrew, and Jade Chernelia. As I mentioned, you've got with Booth, Chernelia transferred from Northern Illinois. Andrew transferred from Baylor, and Collier transferred from Oregon. Iowa will win the challenge, 23-17. Give the kill to Whittingstall. Schleister will leave. That'll bring Warden into the front row and send Sharday Van Zandt back to the service line. Van Zandt right down the line. Simon, good ball to Furbringer. Dug by Marquardt. Warden off the block. Dug by Viagic. Big swing from Egan, but Iowa in the net again. Now it's set point, 24-17. And Mimi Collier will try to serve the set. I believe it's Trinity Shad Series checks in. 24-17. Marquardt pushed over by Amaral. Outside. That ball catches the corner. Shad Series comes in. Hits the ball perfectly into the corner right in front of the feet of the line judge. 25-17 as she laughs about it on the replay. Wasn't the kill she envisioned, but it's the kill she got. 25-17, Badgers take set one. We'll take 2 minutes. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/everymoment to find a plan right for you.
John Evans back here in Madison. And maybe the least shocking thing imaginable, Mimi Collier was just named player of the set, as she had 10 kills and 3 digs to lead Wisconsin to a 25-17 first set win over the Hawks. Iowa hit 233, but Wisconsin hits 500 with 23 kills in the set. I would be willing to bet that that would be nearly a record for a 25-point set. I'm sure they've maybe had more on sets that have lasted longer, but Iowa did not help the Badgers at all. and the Badgers did not need any help. Just 2 hitting errors for the Hawkeyes, no blocks, as Iowa just hit 2 balls out of bounds. Alyssa Warden had 3 for Iowa. Charday and Hannah with a pair each. 7 assists for Claire Emerald, 3 digs for Charday Van Zant as well. Iowa's going to have to do a better job of getting hands in front of Wisconsin hitters to at least act like we're going to slow this down a little bit. It's Van Zant, Whittingstall, and Varez in the front row. It's Schleister, Emerald, and Sashka Stojanovic in the back row, and Sashka will serve. As Iowa puts a little twist in the lineup to hopefully slow down a bit. Sashka sends a floater over Simon, perfect ball. Right side slide, Andrews blocked and no cover. So Iowa with the 4th block of the match. Whittingstall and Van Zant, and Iowa leads again 1-0. It was kind of the high point of the first set though, so see if Iowa can do a little bit better now. Sashka fires a sharper one this time. Egan, perfect pass, dumped over. And Charlie went over and dumped it over on 2. Something she's done less of since her shoulder injury. But that one perfect right on top of the net. Sends Iowa cheating out to Collier. And we're tied at 1. Wardlow now to serve. Good pass to Schleister from Schleister. Whittingstall dumps it, but dug by Egan. Collier over the end line, but that one was clearly touched. The Wisconsin men's swimming team, I forgot about them. They're here. Full Speedo, full swim cap. Nothing else. Wardlow to serve, 2-1. Moisio gets a good save on Schleister. Van Zant, sharp swing off Egan, and we're tied at 2. Varez leaves. Jamie Marquardt re-enters. Jamie will serve. Jamie pops the serve at Simon. Perfect pass. Booth, short slide, scores. Split the 5-6 seam there between Schleister and Moisio. 3-2 Badgers. Booth up to 5. Furbringer to serve. Pops a floater over. Whittingstall takes it. Amaral. Van Zant. Sharp swing there from Charday. She's finding a little bit of a rhythm. Tied at 3. Schleister leaves. Warden comes in. Van Zant to serve. Charday hops and pops a good sharp serve. Viagic saved by Egan. Knocked over by Simon. Whittingstall uses hands. Emerald rips and scores. Hawkeyes retake the lead 4-3 on Claire Emerald's second kill. Good serve from Charday. Got the Badgers out of system. Gave Iowa an opportunity. Van Zant pops a good serve over again. Egan, high ball off the logo. Egan with the rip. She's blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Took something off of it. Iowa had hands there, but couldn't control the rebound. 5 for Egan, tied at 4. Collier to serve. Sends it right into the net. Service error number 5 for the Badgers. 5-4 Iowa. Whittingstall to serve. Stojanovic back to the front row. Hannah pops it at Simon. Bad pass. Furbringer platforms it out to Viagic. Catches the sideline. Marquardt thought it was going to be out, but it just had enough dip on it as it hit that far sideline. Tied at 5. Viagic 3 kills on 5 swings. Simon now to serve. Good ball from Marquardt. Amaral, back row Van Zant. Another kill for Charday. She has 5. Varez and Barrett re-enter. Amaral to the service line for the Hawks. Claire pops it across. Tight ball. And Stojanovic dunks it right down. 2-point lead for the Hawks, 7-5. Good move there by Sashka to just take hands and just wipe it across. Amaral again. Simon, much better pass this time. Right side, Egan. Fired it right down the line at Moisio. Boy, Mo is target practice right now. She's doing her best, but there are fastballs coming at her from every direction. 7-6 Iowa leads. Egan back to serve. Grace sends a great serve. Barrett, decent pass. Outside, off the net to Warden. Dug up by Egan. Outside, Viagic. Tracked down by Moisio. Perfect pass to Amaral. Varez, big rip. Misses wide, no touch. Well, I was just noticing that's Carmel's 8th swing, and that's her first ball that's ended in a point. And Iowa will challenge. Coach Barnes was correct on his first challenge, so he still has 2. Carmel, 8 swings, no kills, and that's her first error. We'll see if it stays that way or flips it around. 7 apiece here in set 2. As Van Zant, 5 kills, 3 digs, 3 blocks. Nice bounce back match for her. And I mentioned she had a difficult day over in Lincoln, as her first trip to Lincoln was not a memorable one. Might have been from the experience, not going to be from the numbers results. Charday ended up with just 2 kills and 4 digs in the match. Every Iowa hitter had to work hard and struggled a little bit there. Ohio State takes down Michigan State, so Iowa's next opponent on Friday after Thanksgiving takes down Michigan State 3-1. And Penn State up 1-0 on Maryland. That's Iowa's final opponent on Saturday, as Iowa will end the season at home this year. We spent Thanksgiving in California last year. We get to spend Thanksgiving at home this year. Looks like we are done. We have to say we did not announce it, but he's standing on the Iowa side, so I think this will go to Wisconsin. So Coach Barnes will lose a challenge, and we'll be tied at 7. And Grace Egan will serve again. Pops it off the tape, and the first ace of the match for Wisconsin is a dirty one. And it's 8-7 Wisconsin. Egan, Barrett, good ball to Amaral. Right side Varez, big swing off the block and scores this time. First kill for Carmel, we're tied at 8. Van Zant re-enters for the Hawks. Alyssa Warden to the service line. Warden pops it long. First service error for the Hawks. Schleister will re-enter. Viagic. Schleister, good ball. Outside Van Zandt off the block, dug up by Egan. Perfect pass to Furbringer. Boy, and she threw it right into the net, and it somehow still bleeds over and scores. 10-8 Wisconsin. The tape has been kind to Wisconsin here in the second set. Biagic at Van Zandt. That's an overpass. Amaral saves it. And this is what happened in Lincoln. Iowa hurting themselves now as Van Zandt tried to go sharp cross, hits it in the net. 11-8, another 3-0 run for the Badgers after Iowa had pushed out to a 2-point lead. Biagic goes at Van Zandt, bad pass. Amaral gets it in the air for Varez. She takes a swing. Biagic, perfect pass. Outside Collier. One-handed up from Schleister. Moisio chases it down the tunnel. It's 12-8. And Coach Barnes will use his first time out of the set. 12-8 Badgers here in the second. Timeout Iowa, 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans back here in the UW Fieldhouse. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find your nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. The second larger run of the set has pushed Wisconsin to a 12-8 lead. We're not sold out here today, but it's a good crowd. I'm sure Iowa will have seen enough red after these two matches to move on nicely. Biagic sends the serve over. Schleister, great pass to Amaral. Varez. Egan with the pass. Collier with the save. Slapped over. Amaral. Varez pushes and she's blocked. Collier with just a fantastic save as she went, balanced herself on the up ref's ladder. Not sure how legal it is to use the ladder to brace yourself. Keeps it in play though. Schleister, good ball. Right side, Varez again, blocked, covered by Stojanovic. Outside, Van Zandt, blocked. Moisio tried to cover. And after no blocks through basically a set and a half, the Badgers have two on back-to-back plays. 14-8, 6 straight now for Wisconsin. Trying to do something their football team didn't do, finish off a touchdown drive. Schleister, Amaral, Stojanovic. Simon with the perfect dig. Collier dug, but over the back line. 7 straight for the Badgers. Coach Barnes will use his second timeout as the Hawkeyes cannot slow down the Badgers. 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments, they're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Madison. John Evans here. 15-8. Boy, back and forth set. Iowa pushed ahead a couple points, and all of a sudden we stopped backing and forthing. We were just either backing or just forthing. 7 straight from the Badgers, has it now 15-8 after the Badgers took the first, 25-17. Again, this is just exactly the way the match played out in Coralville. Viagic to serve. Schleister, Amaral, Stojanovic. Diving play from Egan. Van Zant uses hands. Varez from the right, blocked, covered by Schleister. Moisio takes second contact, rolled over by Van Zant. Furbringer dumps it. Hawks get it in the air. Varez tips, dug by Charlie. Collier, triple set up. Iowa gets there, saves it. Varez, dug by Charlie again. Collier will get another try on the triple. Dug by Schleister. Amaral with nobody home. Collier. Boy, and Moisio was in the seam, ready to dig it, and the ball gets touched out. Varez will leave. Gia McGrew will come in. Varez has 16 swings. Viagic, Schleister, and McGrew gets the kill right down the line. Welcome. Nothing says welcome to Madison like getting a set right away. 16-9, Gia McGrew, all fire as she gets the kill right down the line. Stojanovic in front of a diving Simon. Collier with a triple, dug by Amaral. Tight ball, McGrew blocked. Falls onto the Wisconsin side. Andrew, back set, Collier. Dug by Schleister. Van Zant tips over. Flying everywhere. Collier, big swing. Dug by Schleister again. Amaral. Van Zant off the block. Dug by Egan. Overpass. Hawks lose the joust. Keep it alive, though. McGrew off balance. Dug by Viagic. Slide. Andrew. Out of bounds. Hawks score. 16-10. Great scramble there. We have not had very many of those today. A lot of quick, efficient points, but Iowa wins that one. A lot of huffing and puffing. Sasha Stojanovic back at the service line using her full 8 seconds. Pops the serve over. It's a good one. Egan off the net. Viagic. Stojanovic, great dig. McGrew takes second contact, and Amaral pushed it over. Simon, perfect ball. Viagic again. Dug again. Andrew, though, cleans up the mess. Stojanovic mad at herself. She didn't control the rebound, but boy, she did a nice job getting those balls up in the air. Andrew with the kill, 17-10. Wardlow back in to serve. Wardlow fires across, uses Schleister. Oh, Van Zant, bad second contact. Moisio gets it just over. Booth takes it. Charlie, back row. Viagic sends it. Oh. Iowa did touch it, I guess. 18-10. Boy, Iowa's had no luck there. Wisconsin just using high hands and just catching edges, tips of fingers. Wardlow again. Her service run at the end of the first set put the big distance away. Schleister, good ball. Amaral to Whittingstall scores. Hannah with 3. McGrew leaves. Marquardt comes in. (18-11). Jamie comes up, fires a floater. Viagic, tough pass, outside to Collier. Boy, somebody's in the net. Or she just hit the net again, but still finds a sharp cross score. 19-11, Collier with 15. Well, she just sees where the Hawkeye block is and comes inside of it. Sharp serve there, off of the hands of Marquardt. Second ace, Addie Horner. Horner again. Sends that one into the net. 20-12. Second ace, sixth error for the Badgers. And Sharday Van Zandt will be back to serve for Iowa. Sharday pops a strong serve over. Viagic, good pass. Booth out of the middle, scores. Booth with 6, it's 21-12. Collier back to serve now for the Badgers. Collier pops it over. Marquardt, back row Van Zandt off the block and scores. Just off of Booth's outside hand. 21-13, Whittingstall to serve. Hannah floats it over. Simon, perfect pass. Good save there. Egan off the block, over Marquardt's head. 22-13. Egan with 7. Badgers hitting .485 on the match. Senior Jada Chernelia will come in to serve. Nice round of applause on her senior day. Chernelia pops it over. Marquardt, perfect pass. Amaral, slide to Stojanovic, dug by Charlie. Off the net, literally off the net. Chernelia is going to get an assist on a bad set as Egan tried to cross court it, hit it into the net, but again, finds a way to roll over the tape and stay in bounds. 23-13. Chernelia to serve again. Sends a floater this time. Moisio's there. Amaral dumps it, scores. Crafty. Amaral's third. Kristen Simon comes back in. Gia McGrew comes back in. Allie Barrett comes in. Claire Amaral to serve. Claire knocks it cross. Simon, good pass. All the way across to Viagic. She's blocked, and that'll find the floor. McGrew and Stojanovic with the block. 23-15. The Hawks' 5th block of the match. Amaral again, good serve. Simon, bad pass. Charlie platforms it to Egan. And boy, she has been outstanding today. Right side power. That ball's just inside the court. She comes in inside of Stoyanovic's hands and drives it to the floor. Egan to serve. Set point Badgers. Barrett, bad pass. Amaral behind McGrew. Off the block. Furbringer takes the contact. Simon. Viagic does with the triple. High in the air and over the bench. Boy, Wisconsin just absolutely abusing high hands on Iowa. And the Iowa block not doing anything to make an adjustment. And it's just point after point after point. Wisconsin hitting .486 through 2 sets. Lead 2-0. We're going to take 3 minutes and we'll be back. 3 minutes. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air, always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you whenever you need us. we got you covered.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Farmers are constantly chasing more yield and greater consistency. Check out Mershman Seeds Power Core Enlist Corn. Here's Ben Pieper, our product manager.
Power Core Enlist corn hybrids are the fastest growing traits in growers' fields right now. Farmers know that we are choosing the right hybrids for the right acres to put more corn in their hopper at harvest. Combine that with Mershman Seeds starting line seed treatment, growers are finding that high yielding consistency that they're looking for.
Contact your local Mershman Seeds dealer today and ask them about Power Core Enlist Corn from Mershman Seeds, your friend in the field.
Hey Hawkeyes, this is Coach Ferentz. We're excited about the football season. Iowa Corn is pumped up for their season and their partnership with the Hawkeyes. When you drive to the game, support Iowa's corn farmers by selecting unleaded 88 at the pump. It's a fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet. It's worth the hype. Get pumped up with unleaded 88. Let's go Hawks.
Life moves fast. Quickstar keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quickstar's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
John Evans back here at the University of Wisconsin Fieldhouse on the campus of the University of Wisconsin here in Madison. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. Boy, I'm not sure what really to say. I was trading some texts with my friend John Leo, who's down courtside running his SID duties, and you know, having just seen Nebraska and just seen Wisconsin, or now just seeing Wisconsin, it'll be a fun matchup with these two. With Charlie now healthy, I know Nebraska came in here and ran the doors off of the Badgers when Charlie was out, but boy, put her back in here, run Grace Egan back. You know, Wisconsin at full health now. I don't know that they can beat Nebraska yet still, but they're a team that can certainly push and compete and press. As you got 15 kills from Mimi Collier, 9 from Grace Egan, 6 from Carter Booth, 5 from Una Viagic. On the Iowa side, 6 for Sharday Van Zandt, 3 for Claire Amaral, 3 for Hannah Whittingstall, 3 for Alyssa Warden. Looks like Iowa will twist the rotation one more time. You've got Van Zandt. Got Van Zandt in the back row. You've got Marquardt in. Stojanovic in the back row now. Whittingstall, Amaral, and Warden in the front row. So Mo will come in and replace Stojanovic. But Iowa done the big switch or big flip here. And I would imagine you're going to see Gia McGrew come in when Jamie Marquardt makes her way to the front row. 25-17, 25-15 were the first two scores. All Wisconsin there. Middle part of the set. It was a competitive first part of the set, and then Wisconsin flexed and Iowa couldn't keep up. Vijagic now to serve. Pops it in the net. All 3 sets, Iowa has scored the first point. Somewhat unusual. All 3 sets, Iowa has given up the next 2 at least. Emily Lavin will get her first action. She'll serve now as libero for the Hawks. Fires it over. Egan, perfect pass. Dumped over by Furbringer. And that'll bring in Natalie Wardlow to serve. Points have not lasted a long time here today for the most part. Wardlow to serve. Bad pass out of Marquardt. Warden tracks it down, puts a good ball in the air, but Stojanovic just has to platform it across. Egan, Charlie, Andrew. Pretty much every free ball run has turned into a point for Wisconsin. I know that's probably a slight exaggeration, but Iowa hasn't been able to slow down Wisconsin in regular offense, let alone with free balls. 2-1 Wisconsin. Wardlow to serve again. Off the tape, diving play from Marquardt. Perfect pass outside. And Warden is blocked by Furbringer and Andrew, 3-1. Wardlow again, 3-1. Marquardt, good pass. Back row Van Zandt. Misses wide. The wheels on the bus are wobbling. Somebody needs to step up and make a play here. Get Iowa back in this set. It's 4-1 Badgers. Wardlow. Warden, bad pass. Van Zandt from the back, off the block and scores. Hawks needed that one. Used high hands and scored, 4-2. Marquardt leaves, Van Zandt leaves, McGrew and Barrett re-enter. Claire Emerald to serve. Emerald knocks the serve over. Vijagic, perfect pass. Andrews slaps it down from the middle, 5-2. She's been the relatively quiet hitter for the Badgers. She has 5 kills, but also 4 errors. Addie Horner will come in to serve for Furbringer. Charlie doesn't quite have the same zip she had on her serve before the shoulder injury. Horner, however, has a good fastball. Barrett, good pass, though. Right side to McGrew, blocked. Covered by Emerald, punched up in the air, and the Hawks will just knock it over. Horner outside, Collier. 16 for Mimi. 6-2 Badgers. Well, she's just over top of the Iowa block. Horner off the tape. Barrett, decent pass. Across to Warden. Vijagic, high ball in the air, chased down by Simon. Tipped over, uses Amaral. Moisio, Warden with the rip. Off Simon. Chased down by Vijagic this time. Collier off the net, rolls it over. Dug by Moisio. Amaral, right side McGrew. Touch block scores. Gia's got a couple. 6-3. Furbringer back in. Warden back to serve as Allie Barrett leaves and Sharday Van Zandt re-enters. Warden right down the line. Simon, okay pass. Collier from the right's dug, and Iowa wasn't ready for it off the scoreboard. Moisio saw it, she just couldn't get to the spot in time. Stojanovic was tracking it, then when it hit the scoreboard, it kind of threw her off. 7-3, Collier with 17. She'll serve now. Over the inline. 7-4. 8th service error for the Badgers. But boy, they've passed incredibly well. Charlie's been on the W logo in the middle of the floor almost all match. She's off it a little bit that time, but Egan off the block. And Iowa, miscommunication between Schleister and Stojanovic allows it to fall to the floor. 10 now for Egan to go with 7 digs. Simon will serve. 8-4, Simon serves. Schleister, good pass. Middle attack, Whittingstall throws it down. Hannah has 4. She had been in double figures a number of consecutive matches before her injury. Just hasn't had that many attempts today as Iowa's got stuck in a couple rotations. Floater from Marquardt, tight ball to Charlie. Booth slaps it over, and that's just being 6-7. As she swipes it over top of the Hawkeye block. Not great connection, but just right over top, right into the campfire. 9-5. Egan now to serve. Right down the line. Schleister, bad pass. Nobody goes for it, but Iowa knocks it across. Egan uses hands. Slide to Booth, blocked. Amaral saves it. Van Zant gets a tip, but right to Viagic. Back out to her now on the right. Sails it out of bounds, or on the left, sails it out of bounds. No touch. Badgers say yes. And that will lead to a challenge from Coach Sheffield. So 9-6 here on the Badger hitting error. And we will check it out. They challenged fairly quickly. He didn't challenge quickly. His players responded quickly and wanted him to challenge. We'll see if it pays off. 3 kills, 16 assists, and 8 digs and a block for Claire Amaral in her final return to Madison. Van Zant with 7, 4 digs and 3 blocks lead the way for the Hawks. 4 for Whittingstall to go with 3 blocks. She also has an assist thrown in there. Schleister with 5 digs. Momoisio only has 4, which is a testament to how well Wisconsin's been hitting and moving it through blocks. We have a decision here. So the call will stand. Coach Sheffield will be down to 1 challenge, as is Coach Barnes. 9-6 on the Viagic hitting error. And Charday Van Zant to serve for the Hawks. 9-6. Charday pops it into the net. Second service error for the Hawks. No aces today. Viagic fires the serve over. Marquardt, good ball to Amaral. She just dunks it right over. Boy, she had Collier and Booth on her. That's a pretty formidable wall. She's able to push it through. 10-7. Emily Lavin to serve. Lavin pops it over. Miscommunication. Just knocked over by Viagic. Lavin takes it. Amaral slams it down. Viagic with one hand. Furbringer takes it. Collier. Big swing. Dug by Van Zant. Amaral across. Warden. That away. Iowa gets the kill. Got Booth closing late. Worked out for the Hawks. 10-8. It's not pretty, but Iowa's still fighting. Lavin, good serve, another miscommunication. Booth tips. Diving play from Marquardt. Amaral off her knees. Van Zant slaps it over. Simon. Collier with a big rip. Dug by Van Zant. Amaral. Warden tips, but right to Collier. That's trouble. Pushed over by... That was a strange push from Charlie. But it finds the spot right in front of the line judge's foot. Boy, that was slow and just painful to watch as that ball just drifted and found the floor, 11-8. Wardlow back in, she'll serve. Well over the inline there. Service error number 9 makes it 11-9. Barrett and McGrew re-enter for the Hawks. Claire Amaral will serve. Amaral pops it over. Viagic, good pass. Collier catches the line and scores. 12-8, Addie Horner will check back in. She will serve for Furbringer. Collier up to 18 now. Horner sends it over the inline. 12-10. Iowa just kind of hanging in there. Barrett leaves, Van Zant re-enters. Furbringer re-enters for the Badgers. Could really use an Alyssa Warden serving run. Instead, Viagic makes a perfect pass, and Egan is blocked but out of bounds. 13-10, Egan now with 11. Schleister back in, Collier to the service line. Mimi right down the line. Schleister, tight ball to Amaral. Van Zant, big swing, dug by Collier. Simon gets it. Viagic with the rip. Rolls a sharp cross, Van Zant. Back out to Van Zant again, down the line, misses wide. (14-10). Collier to serve again. Mimi hops forward and fires it. Schleister, not a great pass. McGrew, saved by Stojanovic. Across, Van Zant off the block. Collier's there easy. Collier out of the back. Scores. Off Schleister, off Moisio. It's 15-10. We'll have a timeout. 15-10 here in the third. Badgers looking to sweep. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
John Evans back here in Madison. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Quickstar. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find the nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. 19 kills on 34 swings for Mimi Collier. No errors. She's hitting .559. Throw in an assist, 6 digs, and a block, and she's had herself quite a day. And she will serve. 15-10 Badgers here in the third, looking for the sweep. Good pass out of Schleister, middle attack, Stojanovic scores. Sashka with 3. That's been the problem, though, for the Hawks. That's now 14 swings out of Hawkeye middles. That's not a recipe for success for Iowa. You need to pass well, get middles heavily involved. Stojanovic now to serve. Off the tape, bleeds over. Furbringer's there, though. Egan from the right, blocked. Dug by Amaral. McGrew chases it down and puts it over the net. Viagic tips, and Amaral half step late, can't get the dig. Viagic now with 6. 16-11, Kristen Simon to serve. Simon pops it cross court. Van Zant, middle of the floor, pushed back out to her. Off the block, Viagic takes one hand and gives a souvenir, that's a long ways up off Viagic. Ball does not generally make it up that far. 8 for Charday. It's 16-12. Jamie Marquardt to serve. Good serve down the line, but Simon overpass. Van Zant scores. Iowa does not have an ace, and that is the first overpass as Iowa finally gets a point off the serve. 16-13. Got the crowd interested again. Marquardt, good strong serve. Collier, not a great pass. Egan down the line and scores. Took something off of that, went down the line. Off of Moe's left foot. (17-13). Egan now to serve. Strong serve. Schleister, great pass to Amaral. Boy, just great hustle from the Badgers. Digs the Whittingstall slide. Amaral with a rip, knocks it through Booth and scores. It was a tight ball. She didn't have a lot to do with it. Good save there from Claire. Whittingstall ran a good slide, just couldn't get it down. Badgers relentless on defense, 17-14. Van Zant pops a good serve, overpass, and out. There's the first Hawkeye ace, 17-15. This is about the time that Kelly Sheffield usually gets his team's attention and calls timeout. Van Zant. Good sharp serve. Egan, not a great pass again. Outside Viagic. Long but touched. 18-15. Viagic to serve. Moisio, Amaral, right side slide. Whittingstall catches the sideline. 18-16. Hannah up to 5. Emily Lavin to serve. The PA announcer saying Viagic's name different, but I'm not going to switch now. Lavin, good serve, right to her. Outside to Collier. And Iowa just cannot stop Mimi Collier. And we've seen some good ones. I'm not sure we've seen anybody better than her. Wardlow now to serve, 19-16. Wardlow fires. Got it right into Marquardt's chest. Amaral. Back row from Van Zant, dug by Egan. Collier again, scores. 20-16, we'll see if that leads to a Coach Barnes timeout. It does not. Wardlow to fire. Out of bounds, 20-17. Boy, service errors have kind of kept Iowa in this. 11 now for the Badgers. Just 2 aces to go with those 11 errors. not a recipe for success if you're Wisconsin. Amaral now to serve. That brings Allie Barrett back in and Gia McGrew back in. Claire spins, sends a floater over. Viagic, perfect pass. Collier throws it down, and the Hawkeyes can't quite get it up in the air. Collier with 22. I think she set, if I read the game notes right, she set at second all-time with the Badgers with 24 kills in a 3-set match. She's testing that one. Furbringer now to serve. Barrett takes it. Amaral to McGrew. Fires it off of Furbringer and scores 21-18. The Badger record for kills in a 3-set match is 27. Egan, good pass off the Warden serve, and they go right back to Collier. She scores again, 23 for Mimi, 22-18. Collier back to serve. And she can't set the record unless Iowa does something to push this to extra points. Warden, bad pass, chased down by Moisio. Tight ball. It's a great tip. Somebody's got to be in the net. A lot of net bouncing. Egan, dug by Moisio. Amaral. Van Zant tips, but right to Viagic. That's got to go back row. It does not. Goes to Egan, and she misses wide. No touch. 22-19. Stojanovic to serve. If Iowa can get one closer here. Off the tape, Simon, perfect pass. Middle attack, Andrew with the hammer. 23-19, Alicia Andrew with 6. Simon to serve. And Alyssa Warden steps in front of Sharday Van Zant and can't handle the pass. Match point Badgers. Ace number 3 for Wisconsin. Van Zant, good ball. Amaral, Whittingstall, dug by Furbringer. Outside to Egan, dug by Amaral. Whittingstall takes it, puts a good ball up for Van Zant. She tips it over. Viagic. Booth. I'm going to guess you know how that went. Carter Booth gets her 8th kill. And the Badgers complete the sweep, 25-19 here in set 3. The Badgers hit 5-10 on the match. They scored 75 points. 61 of those were kills. Charlie Furbringer had 49 assists in a 3-set match. That is outrageous. What a number there. As Iowa really made Wisconsin beat them. Just Wisconsin certainly has the quality and ability to do that. We're going to have Senior Day festivities now here in Madison. I just want to go back and look at this, see if I can quickly find the match highs, record highs. Let's see if I can't find it in the game notes. They don't have a section for those types of things in the rule or in the sheet. So we'll leave it at that. That it's an impressive offensive display for the Badgers. Iowa gets 9 kills from Sharday Van Zant. She leads. A double-double from Claire Amaral. She had 21 assists, 10 digs. Also had 5 kills and a block. Hannah Whittingstall in her return, 5 kills and 3 blocks in just 11 sets. Alyssa Warden only got 11 balls to her as well, as she had 4 kills. 3 for Gia McGrew. Great job from the freshman popping in there late. Saskia Stojanovic had 3 kills, a couple digs, and a block in just 6 swings. Iowa hits 228, not terrible. You'd kind of take it as reasonable, but you're never going to beat a team that hits 510 in the match, 562 in the third set. Again, in the first set, Wisconsin had 23 kills for the 25 points. In set 3, Wisconsin has 20 kills for the 25 points. So only in set 2 did the Badgers slump just a little bit. But they were led by Mimi Collier, 23 kills, hit 605, no errors for Mimi. 12 kills for Grace Egan, go with 9 digs. Carter Booth had 8. Una Viagic had 7 kills and 16 digs as she led everybody there. Kristen Simon, the libero, just had 4 digs. But Viagic and Charlie Furbringer, who go with her 49 assists, also had 10 digs. So well spread out for the Badgers. And they're just able to find a way to get it done all across the board. That will finish up the road match for Iowa. Just one quick reminder, Iowa Volleyball brought to you by Quickstar. Quickstar is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye Volleyball. Find your nearest Quickstar location at quickstar.com. So that'll do it this afternoon from UW Fieldhouse in Madison. The Hawks again work hard, but boy, I can't wait to see the Badgers and Nebraska meet in the Final Four somewhere along the way, because the Badgers are darn good. They sweep the Hawks today, 25-17, 25-15, and 25-19. Next up for the Hawks are the final home matches of the season as Iowa returns to Coralville to take on Ohio State on Friday night. That match is Friday at 6 o'clock from Extreme Arena. It's also blackout night and it's senior night, so Iowa will celebrate seniors Mo Moisio, Claire Amaral, and Sharday Van Zandt, as they will finish up their Hawkeye careers. Come on out to Coralville, work off some of that Thanksgiving turkey that you had Thursday. Come on out Friday night, support these seniors, give the team one last fabulous send-off. I'm John Evans. Thanks for listening this weekend. Have a wonderful week. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Eat as much as you can eat, and I will talk to you on Friday night from Coralville. Go Hawks.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this has been Iowa Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quickstar. Also brought to you by Hyatt Regency, caring for people so they can be their best. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission. Your Iowa John Deere dealers. John Deere loves to see the Hawkeyes do their thing, because if anyone can appreciate building a legacy, it's Deere. Oak Knoll Retirement Community, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. And by Wellmark. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.